You know, I remember a time back in 2001 where myself, Brent Adams, and Brandon Nichols climbed onto a trampoline a lot like this one. And basically we were doing the same thing then that we are now. I mean, sure, we've come a long way. Sure, we know what the fuck we're doing now. Sure, we know how to write our creative. We know how to bump properly. We have 2,000 views, 80 live fans in attendance. All the things we dreamed of having back then. There's one thing that never happened when we was back on the old trampoline. Never had a little thing called the Athletic Commission after us. But I think we all know why that's going on now. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this location and we're going to go down to the reason that the Athletic Commission has begun hassling us. We're going to find out exactly what makes the Athletic Commission tick, why they're doing the things they do, and what's next for the SCBYWA. Now we come to the place where we are now. What we all dreamed about, no matter where you came from in the SCBYWA, whether you came from GCW, XWA, EMW, Y2TB, UWO, and even more present feds like we have now, it really doesn't matter. This is where we all wanted to be. This is what we all wanted to have. And it's a professional regulation wrestling ring. Now, we have our ring. Hell, we have a couple really in the SCBYWA. We're getting 2,000 views on our videos. We're getting almost 100 people to come watch us live. So it begs the question, where was the Athletic Commission when we were on trampolines in our backyards? Where were the Athletic Commission when we were in our houses wrestling, swantons off the couch? Where were they then? And the answer to that question is really simple. They didn't give a shit then. Then we weren't a product that would turn $1. Now we are. Everybody in the SCBYWA knows that we don't give a damn about making a buck. But apparently the commission does. And apparently, inherently, they've given us a compliment that we're a hot commodity and that they want in on it. So like everybody knows, over the past 2 days, we've been faced with a problem. It seems as if the state of South Carolina is actually trying to outlaw backyard wrestling. Now with that said, that's pretty much what we are. SCBYWA is the South Carolina Backyard Wrestling Alliance. So if backyard wrestling becomes illegal, then our livelihood, our activity, our hobby becomes against the law. Now as unjust, as unfair, and complete and total and utter bullshit as that is, we have two options. We can either A, pack up shop and call it quits. And really, to be honest with you, for a few hours yesterday that went through my mind. But look how far we've come. Look where we are. Look all we have done. We are the hottest backyard wrestling fed in not only just South Carolina, not only the Mid-South Atlantic area, not only the United States, but if you ask me, the whole goddamn world. We have talent like nobody else has it. Our storylines are there. Our talent is there. Legit ring, legit championship belts. So that brings us to option number 2. Option number 2, we play by their rules. Which means we would all have to become licensed. Each and every one of us would all have to become licensed wrestlers. We would have to pay a promoter's fee. We'd have to become a part of the South Carolina Athletic Commission, the way they want it to be done. I know a lot of people out there are thinking that's us selling out. And I said the very same thing a lot of you were thinking for a long time. But at this point in time, it's do or die. Either we go by their rules or we go away. It's not all bad though, guys. You're talking to a guy who said he would never wrestle in the indies again. But I also made myself another promise, and that was, in the words of the immortal, almighty Reverend Revis, we're going to the indies. But we didn't go here to. We're not going there to make friends. We're bringing our damn own. So as of this moment, right now, I believe it's October the 21st, 2010, I'm announcing that the SCBYWA is an independent promotion. As of January 1st, I'm not exactly sure what's going to be going down between now and January 1st. That's something we're going to have to solve when we get there. But as of January 1st, we will all be licensed. We will have a promoter's license. There will be event fees for indoor venues that we have. However, we are still going to have outdoor shows, as we're going to have to call them now, because that backyard word is going to be a little dirty, which will be free, and there won't be an event fee for those because it is a free event. We're just going to have to start doing things by the books, guys. And regardless of who likes it and who doesn't, this is the way it has to be. Because BCW has already been busted. UWO will be busted. NAX will be busted. GWA will be busted. And so on and so forth until they've gotten everybody. It's just a ticking time bomb. So that brings me to an announcement that I'd like to make. Since that backyard is going to be a dirty word from here on out, there needs to be a name change to the SCBYWA. And there will be, effective January 1st, 2011. Because as of that day, the SCBYWA will cease to exist. Those initials will be gone forever. But its lineage, its everything with the SCBYWA will carry over into an independent promotion that also has outdoor shows. It will be known as, brace yourselves, SCW, South Carolina Wrestling. Not Southern Championship Wrestling, South Carolina Wrestling. Because you see, Commission, we're going to play by your rules. But in doing so, we're going to do the same thing to the indies that we did to the backyard. We're going to dominate. And in case you haven't heard our theme, we're taking over. So thank you, Athletic Commission. Thank you. Because if it had not been for you, we may have reveled in the backyard for a lot longer. Because it's where a lot of our hearts are. But from now on, we're going to take our heart and we're going to put it into the independents. And we're going to become, just like we did in the backyard, the #1 promotion in the state of South Carolina. And it's only going to keep going up from there. I know this is pretty big and shocking news for everybody. But I have one request, and this is how I'm going to send this off. Because this isn't a promo. I'm not Sean Van, I'm Brandon Lawton. This is a video I'm posting here today to talk to all of you guys in the SCBYWA and our fans. I'm not one to beg, but I'm about to. Everybody in the SCBYWA, I am begging you, please be on board with this. Please. We need everyone that brought us to the dance, and I would feel like absolute shit if someone didn't want to go with us who did help bring us to the dance. I know a lot of you have your hearts in the backyard, and so do I. Please be on board, because we need everybody with us to take it to the next level. And we will, I promise you that. I expect to be hearing from everybody here soon. I hope everybody's on board and everybody likes the idea, because as it stands now, that's pretty much the only way we can go. But in closing, don't think of it as a closing of SCBYWA. It's more just a readjustment. Don't think of anything like that. We haven't lost, we haven't been defeated, we've only been made stronger by their greed. So, I just want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video today, and hopefully you'll all be on board. Thank you very much for your time.
This is Brent Adams, not Bull McBride. Train this. There's no training needed right here, baby.